Hello and welcome back to another game on Arena, a 1v1 between DracKeN playing in teal as the Turks and his opponent, I guess right now it's called single player, it was Darknoob in red as the Teutons. I want to stay on DracKeN's point of view in the early game because he's going for an interesting strategy here, and I want to see about the build order, how he did this. For now it's going to be quite standard, I imagine, because 6 on sheep, 4 on wood, that's usually what you get on Arena if you're not going for a trush, and even with the trush you can do it. So let's quickly check the map. DracKeN actually moving to the back here already. We have the second gold on the side for him. We have the main gold safe in the back, that's the main stone safe in the back. The second stone I imagine safe in the back here. 3 or maybe 4 ibex, and looks like 3 for now, I'm quite sure. And of course after the 4 villagers on wood, actually no, only 3, I'm wrong here, 7 villagers on sheep now, only even 3 villagers on wood, on the wood line. And that's new, so that's a little bit of a change compared to standard 6 and 4. And now the next villager is going to mill the berries here, which makes sense. That means 9 villagers on boar already, and the next villager going to the boar as well. DracKeN wants to get in that food quite fast. He's now sending 1 more villager here, so it's only 7 underneath the TC, 1 building a farm. That's 6 on boar now, 7, 8 on boar, and we have that second boar coming up. Perfect timing, or almost perfect. So 3 on wood, that's the main thing here. 4 on berries are standard, and now what is he going to do? He's going to lure actually 4 ibex, which is quite nice. Villager 18 is going on the wood line, so now he has 4 on wood and probably 3 villagers on berries. He's sending another villager on straggler tree while he's building that second farm. And where's the next villagers going? Going for the second wood line. Question is how many will go there. Second ibex coming in, sending another villager from the straggler tree, and now he's only got 4 villagers on the sheep and 4 on deer, which makes sense, the deer are close, and that's 4 plus 4. So 4 villagers plus 4 villagers on the wood line, 4 on berries, and the rest underneath the TC, 2 villagers on farms, and of course we have villagers on the ibex and on sheep. Needs to send more sheep underneath the TC, getting housed for a split second, no problem. And now villager number 24 is going for stone here. And this is interesting. He's sending 2 villagers to stone, and he needs to go for gold, or does he want to sell here? That would be really surprising. I think he's sending villagers to gold later on. Or maybe he's selling resources actually, maybe that's a plan. Sending 2 villagers, 3 villagers on gold, only when going to feudal age, that's quite surprising to me. Only 1 villager left on the sheep, so 4 villagers plus 3 underneath the TC, that's 3 on farms. And now he's going with 4 villagers on gold. Is this going to be fast enough? It's quite huge. Barracks coming up for him, so he's going for the stable approach here. 4 plus 4 still, quite standard. But he went to gold really, really late. 3 villages on stone, 4 on gold now. He's got 140. Stable coming up. Blacksmith probably coming up. Or is it going to be a market? No, there is the blacksmith. And that's 4 villages. He's got enough. Gold even went for loom. He must have sold some... No, he cannot have sold. How did he do that? Wow, that's huge. He did get so much gold, and the gold mining bonus from the Turks seems to be quite huge. He's going for the double village. I think he did already. Scout cavalry coming in. So he's gonna have the 2 scouts compared to Darknoob's 1, and we can show now what you can see of the map. You can see the extra resources in the middle, his 3rd gold. Now moving forward, and of course once he's up to Castle Age, he'll lift that light cap upgrade for free. And now he's pulling the villagers off the wood line, and no, of course maybe 1, and he's sending a total of 7 villagers forward to build a forward castle. And that's the interesting part in this build order. So he's got a lot of gold in when he was at feudal age, and the castle is gonna come up here in front of the main gold, which DracKeN can already see. You can see a mining camp on this. So I'm not sure if you saw it before, but it's a perfect castle spot. Darknoob went for the scout cav. He cannot go for light cav, and 1 villager getting walled in just in case. That means DracKeN will have a very superior position. He's starting to attack the walls. He's starting to create Janissaries. Villagers going to build a lumber camp here actually. Of course he pulled villagers off from wood, so it makes sense. And the former foragers are going to build a few more farms and going to get some food in, which makes a lot of sense. He wants to go for Janissaries here. Only got 9 farmers, that's not gonna be enough for constant production of the TC and Janissaries, but it's alright. Darknoob has 2 knights in the mix, but he's facing Janissaries and light cav. That's gonna be a tough battle in those Janissaries with 8 range. They are quite strong here. Scout going down. Guard tower defense by Darknoob. He's got a 2nd TC in the main stone, but that's pretty much it. His main gold is forward, the 3rd gold is outside. It means only the 2nd gold is safe behind the tower, and in the long run that's gonna be tough enough for Darknoob actually, and DracKeN has 7 of these Genesis already, is going for at least 2 more. Siege Workshop coming up for him. The monastery getting attacked by the light calf here, and the villagers from the woodline had to be pulled away. I think walling here and then towards TC would have been really good. Like this, Genesis can move around, can even try to attack those knights. Second guard watchtower though is up for Darknoob, and DracKeN is happily putting pressure at home. He's going with more farms, got 6 villagers on goal, and that's pretty much it. So it's enough for him. Quite interesting to see. He's adding mangonels now, and he probably wants to attack the TC or maybe even the towers first. Let's find out where he's heading to. In the meantime, with the Genesis once again moving around here, looks like DracKeN pulled a lot of villagers from the stone and sent them to gold. Second, third watchtower now is up, but 2 of these mangonels already attacking the TC. This tower probably is going up, but we might see a few villager kills here. Villager losses, yeah, that's at least 2, 3, maybe 4 going down. And those watchtowers have A+2 range, but they are not guard towers, and there's 3 mangonels, which means, ooh, monastery going down. And those towers are not going to survive for too long. I think Darknoob might need to go for a monk defense here, like redemption monks could convert mangonels, and then he would be in a decent position. He's got a lot of gold in the bank now. In the meantime, it looks like DracKeN picked up a few relics. He's got 2 of them, he's going for more, and he's not too far away from clicking up to Imperial Age actually. Doesn't have a market yet, but anytime soon I guess. And there's 2 mangonels left against 4, 5 watchtowers, still only watchtowers. It's the guard tower upgrade coming in. Looks like Darknoob has decent resources, but no military units. 1. I'm not even sure what that 1 military unit is. That's the knight standing around here. So it looks like only watchtower defense is not good enough against the Turks push here. And again, 3 mangonels, that is giving Darknoob at DracKeN a lot of attack power. He's sending villagers forward to get that second castle up, and he's on the way up to Imperial Age. That's huge. A guard tower, now that's research is done, coming up in defense, but there's mangonels already, so we might see the guard tower going down really fast, and even though the castle is going to be delayed, I don't think it's going to be stopped. The Janissary is moving around to attack the villagers. That tower is too ambitious, and there's still 5 villagers working. Castle is built, and that means those 3, maybe even 4 guard towers going down for sure. Darknoob resigning the game here. DracKeN with a very, very strong aggressive strategy, going Lightcraft plus castle drop seems to be a pretty strong choice here, even against the scouts from Teutons. Darknoob wasn't really in a position to defend against this, and if he went for a tower here, maybe that could have worked, but he didn't have the stone at that point. So DracKeN timed that perfectly. I hope you enjoyed this game. A very, very good one in my opinion. A game to learn from, and see you in the next games. GG.